Be me. 30-year-old feminist woman noticing disturbing pattern in dating. Always been vocal about women's rights and dismantling patriarchy. Passionate about educating men and calling out their privilege constantly. Profile on dating apps makes feminist values very clear from start. Photos from activism events. Bio about fighting gender inequality. Expect to attract progressive quality men who respect strong women. Instead, getting attention from exactly opposite type of guys. Unemployed men living with parents still in their 30s. Guys with no ambition or direction in life whatsoever. Immature men looking for casual hookups rather than relationships. Players who seem to have multiple women on rotation. Men with obvious red flags and boundary issues everywhere. Meanwhile, quality men swipe left or unmatch immediately after talking. Start investigating why only attracting wrong type of men. First notice pattern when matching with different types on apps. Successful engineer matches with me seems promising at first. Conversation starts well, talking about careers and interests naturally. Mention my activism work and feminist perspective on workplace issues. He goes quiet for bit, then unmatches without explanation at all. Happens again with lawyer, who seemed intelligent and accomplished. Chat flows nicely until I bring up patriarchal structures and legal system. Suddenly, he's too busy to continue conversation and fades away. Meanwhile, unemployed guy living in parents' basement keeps messaging, sends paragraphs about how he totally agrees with everything I say. Seems overly eager to validate my every opinion without pushback. Red flag city. But he's one of few actually engaging consistently. Notice same pattern at social events and networking gatherings too. Quality men with stable careers and lives together avoid me. They're friendly with other women, having long conversations laughing. When I join conversations, they become polite but brief quickly. Bring up feminist perspectives on whatever topic being discussed. Watch them make excuses and move to different conversations immediately. Meanwhile, guy who seems unemployed and directionless approaches me. Starts conversation agreeing enthusiastically with all my political views. Seems to have no opinions of his own, just mirrors mine back. Desperate for validation and attention in way that feels off. Quality men avoiding me while low-value men seeking me out. Dating history over past year reveals same exact pattern emerging. Went on dates with 5 different guys who seemed promising initially. All of them had unstable employment or living situations problems. One lived with 3 roommates at age 35 still. Another worked part-time job with no career ambitions at all. Third guy had been fired from last 2 jobs for conflicts. Fourth one had anger issues and boundary problems obvious immediately. Fifth seemed nice until he mentioned his ex has restraining order. All of them very supportive of my feminist views enthusiastically. Agreed with everything I said, never challenged or debated me, seemed almost too eager to align with my political perspective. Realize quality men disappearing while problematic ones stick around. Friend hosting party, and I noticed dynamic playing out in real time. Several successful single men there, with good careers and stability. Doctor who volunteers, architect who owns his own firm, teacher everyone loves. All 3 chatting warmly with other women throughout entire evening. When I approach, they're polite, but conversation doesn't develop at all. Try bringing up gender inequality, and they find excuses to leave quickly. Meanwhile, guy who's been unemployed for a year won't leave me alone. Follows me around party agreeing with everything I say enthusiastically. Tells me how much he admires strong women who speak their truth. Has no job, no car, lives with parents, but loves my feminism. Quality men across room, laughing with other women, ignoring me completely. Realize I'm being filtered in exact opposite way I intended. Work colleague finally gives honest feedback about pattern I'm seeing. Pull her aside and ask why quality men seem to avoid me. She hesitates, then says, your profile and approach filter them out. Successful men don't want every conversation to become political lecture. They want connection and compatibility, not ideology assessment first. Your aggressive feminist stance attracts specific type of man, she explains. Either guys with nothing to lose who agree with everything desperately, or players who see political intensity as sign of other issues. Quality men with options choose women who seem less combative immediately. They're not intimidated, they're just exhausted before even meeting you. Your filter works but backwards from what you want, she says gently. Brother shares brutal male perspective during family dinner, honestly. Says guys talk about profiles like mine in group chats, warning others. Feminist who leads with politics in bio is red flag for quality men. Successful guys swipe left immediately when seeing activism photos. They know every conversation will become lecture about patriarchy constantly. So, who's left swiping right on you? He asks rhetorically. Guys with nothing going on who desperately need any female attention. Men who lack options so they'll agree with anything to get date. Players who know how to manipulate political language for hookups. Quality men pursuing women who lead with personality, not politics. Your feminism became filter attracting exact opposite of what you want. Feel sick realizing he's completely right about entire situation. Dating coach consultation reveals uncomfortable truth about my approach. Look at your matches and dates from past year, she says. Notice pattern in types of men actually pursuing you consistently. Unemployed, directionless, desperate for validation, boundary issues everywhere. These men attracted to something in how you present yourself. Aggressive political stance signals certain things to different men types. Quality men see exhausting combative energy and move to easier options. Low-value men see opportunity because they have nothing to lose. Your presentation filtering out exactly men you want to attract. While attracting men you should be avoiding. She explains carefully. Research online forums where men discuss dating preferences honestly. Discover extensive discussions about avoiding politically intense women profiles. If bio mentions dismantling patriarchy, I'm out, one guy writes. Activism photos signal every date will be political lecture. Another says, successful men want partners, not projects to prove ourselves to. Looking for genuine connection, not constant evaluation and education. Notice who actually pursues these women. Commenters discuss openly. Guys with no options who'll agree with anything desperately. Men who lack direction and need someone to tell them what to think. Players who use political agreement as manipulation tactic for sex. Quality men choosing women who seem fun and easy to connect with. My presentation literally designed to attract wrong type repel right type. Attend friend's wedding and pattern plays out perfectly in front of me. 3 groomsmen who are quality catches successful stable kind men. All single and looking based on conversations I overhear them having. Watch them flirt with bridesmaids and other women guests all evening. When I try joining conversations, they're cordial, but move away quickly. Mention feminist perspective on traditional wedding ceremonies to one. He nods politely, then excuses himself to talk to someone else immediately. Meanwhile, groomsman's unemployed cousin, who lives with parents, approaches. Starts gushing about how amazing my political views are constantly. Agrees with everything I say without single original thought himself. Desperate energy as he follows me around rest of reception. Quality groomsmen across room, laughing with women who aren't lecturing them. Stuck with loser who has nothing going for him but loves my feminism. Guy I've been casually seeing for month reveals truth about situation. He's unemployed, living with parents, no direction in life at all. Seems content agreeing with all my political views without contributing. Finally ask him why he likes me when clearly we're incompatible. He shrugs and says, honestly, you're one of few women who'll talk to me. Most women want guys with careers and ambitions and stability. But you seem to care more about politics than practical stuff. So figured I had shot since I agree with your feminist views. Admits he doesn't actually care much about gender politics at all. Just knew agreeing with me was way to keep my attention somehow. Feel disgusted realizing he's using my values as manipulation tactic. Break things off immediately, but can't stop thinking about his honesty. Coffee date with another match from app reveals same exact dynamic. Guy shows up and immediately starts validating my feminist perspectives. Agrees enthusiastically with every political point I make during conversation. Seems to have no opinions of his own, just mirrors mine back constantly. Ask about his job, and he admits he's been between opportunities for a while. Ask about living situation, and he's crashing at friend's place currently. Ask about his goals, and he gives vague answer about figuring things out. Realize he has nothing going for him except willingness to agree with me. Quality men I actually want wouldn't give me time of day. Stuck on dates with men who have no options pursuing any woman available. My political intensity repelling successful men while attracting desperate ones. Therapist helps me examine why pattern keeps repeating in my dating life. You're leading with ideology instead of compatibility, she says carefully. Successful men want partners who enhance their lives, not complicate them. Your aggressive political presentation signals exhausting combative energy immediately. Men with options choose easier connections with better energy from start. Men without options pursue you because they're desperate for anything. Your filter working exactly backwards from your intentions completely. Ask how I can attract quality men without compromising feminist values. She says you don't have to compromise, just change presentation approach. Lead with personality and interests, then share values after connection forms. Right now, you're filtering for agreement rather than compatibility. Attracting men who'll say anything rather than men who think anything. Start observing women who successfully attract quality men around me. Notice they lead with warmth, personality, humor, and genuine interest. Feminist values come up naturally, later after connection already established. They're not hiding beliefs, just not weaponizing them in first interaction. Quality men pursue them because conversations feel easy and enjoyable. Political compatibility develops naturally within trusting relationship framework. Compare to my approach leading with combative political assessment immediately. Realize I'm doing exact opposite of what actually works for attraction. My presentation screaming exhausting and combative before personality shows through. Quality men protecting themselves by avoiding, while desperate men seeing opportunity. Friend shares story about her successful relationship with quality man. He's doctor with stable career homeowner, emotionally mature and kind. Ask how she attracted him when he could have anyone. She laughs and says, didn't lead with political intensity on first date. We talked about travel, food, hobbies, our families and careers naturally. He got to know my personality before my political perspectives. By time feminist beliefs came up, he already cared about me as person. Now he listens and learns because relationship built on mutual respect first. Your approach makes men evaluate if they can handle you politically, before they even know if they like you as person, she explains. Quality men opting out immediately while desperate men taking chance. 6 months of observation confirms pattern across all dating contexts. Quality, successful, emotionally mature men avoid me completely now. They pursue other women who seem warm, approachable, easy to connect with. Meanwhile, unemployed, directionless, desperate men seek me out constantly. Guys with obvious issues and red flags everywhere love my feminism. Men who should be filtered out are only ones making it through. Realize my presentation designed to attract wrong, repel right men. Political intensity signaling different things to different male types. Quality, men see exhausting combative energy and choose easier options. Low-value men see opportunity because they have nothing to lose anyway. Understand now that leading with aggressive feminism backfired completely. Wanted to attract progressive quality men who respect strong women, instead filtering out exactly those men while attracting their opposite. Successful men don't want constant political evaluation from strangers. They want genuine connection with compatible partner who enhances life. My approach made me seem exhausting, combative before personality shone. Quality men protecting themselves by pursuing warmer, easier connections. Desperate men pursuing me because they lack options elsewhere. Political intensity became filter working backwards from intentions. Spent years attracting wrong men while repelling right ones. Start changing approach to dating with more strategic presentation. Still feminists still believe in equality and women's rights deeply, but learning to lead with personality warmth and genuine curiosity. First, remove activism photos from profile, replace with personality showing pictures. Change bio from political ideology to interests, hobbies. What makes me laugh? Save feminist perspectives for after connection established naturally. Notice immediate dramatic difference in quality of matches received. Successful professional men actually engaging in conversations now. Dates flowing naturally about shared interests and life experiences. Men asking for second dates instead of fading after political lecture. 3 months later, dating quality man with stable career and emotional maturity. Successful professional homeowner, kind, respectful, everything I wanted originally. Met him after changing how I present myself in dating contexts. Dated for months before discussing deeper political beliefs and values. By then, he knew me as person and cared about perspectives genuinely. Now he listens when I share feminist analysis because respects me first. Relationship developed naturally because saw each other as individuals. Realized previous approach prevented exactly what I claimed to want. Learned that presentation matters more than I wanted to admit before. Quality men filter for warmth, compatibility, and genuine connection first. Political intensity signals combativeness and exhaustion to successful men, while signaling opportunity to desperate men with nothing to lose. My aggressive feminist presentation attracted exact opposite of intentions. Desperate, unemployed, directionless men pursued while quality men avoided. Changing approach without compromising values attracted right type finally. Feminism can be part of relationship without being weaponized immediately. Effective attraction requires leading with personality, not political assessment. Spent years filtering backwards, then wondering why only wrong men stayed.